What is up, everyone? Welcome back. We are closing out the trading week on Friday today, and I think we have a developing swing trade here in TSM. Let's see what the chart has for us. And always, guys, this is not financial advice. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, guys. It is not as popular as its counterparts, Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, but do not get it twisted. This is one of their main competitors in this sector at $1.71 trillion market cap, guys. Extremely strong stock, just not as talked about as one of the more popular ones. You could see this sector is ripping right now. Intel's ripping, AMD is ripping. AMD hit one of our price goals yesterday and gapped above it even more. It is ripping right now. I will be doing an update on AMD ASAP, as well deserved. And you could see here, guys, this stock TSM is in a very healthy uptrend as well. You could see we got higher high, higher high, higher high, just formed another higher high, and the higher lows as well, guys. That's what you want to see in a healthy uptrend of a stock. And just a quick disclaimer, guys. This is a swing setup for a little bit more of experienced traders. Not because the chart is complicated. It's actually a pretty simple chart, but it's because it's a short play and you need a margin account to do it. And this is a large cap stock. So typically you'll be investing more capital. Remember, this is not financial advice, guys, but not many beginner traders are prone to going short on stocks, guys. That's my point. So let's get into it. Regardless of long or short, guys, I think we have a good opportunity regardless. So we're in the weekly chart here, and you could see as I spoke about this healthy uptrend. But what I am noticing is that we are forming a bearish divergence in the weekly chart, guys. So we have a higher high on the stock, but a lower high on the RSI, and that usually means a reversal in the trend. You could see we had a small one here, and you could see the stock rose and the RSI sunk. And from that point, we lost roughly 9%. And you might not say that's a lot for this stock, guys, but for a stock with $1.7 trillion market cap, that is a significant amount. And you could see we are also forming one in the daily chart as well. So we are looking at a double time frame bearish divergence. And when I enable the drawings here, we're going to show you why the chart structure supports that as well. So let's get the drawings up. Okay, guys, we are in the daily as well, and you could see we are already well into our supply zone at 381.95 to 411.98. And regardless if this market continues to be bullish or if we have a correction and go back up, I think we have these future price targets of 429.21 to 447.64. That would be my first target zone for the future, and then the second one up here at 481.83, guys. Whether that happens now or we come back down for a swing trade, that'll be determined by the market sentiment. Well, looking that we're in the supply zone and we have these divergences forming, I think we will see a bit of a correction first and before the rebound. And if I go to the weekly chart, guys, yeah, I want to show you something real quick and drop the RSI. I'll do a reverse Fibonacci retracement on this move here. See how clean this move is? I do not count this red candle. That's a correction, guys. And you could see if we go back to the daily chart, and I will take the indicators off. Fibonacci knows, and the algos know the retracement and rebound levels, guys. You could see here off that move, our 786 retracement. Let me move this out of the way. Our 786 retracement right here. We found support on it. You know, this is our last structural. This is a very important level in the Fibonacci retracement. We found structural support here, and you could see this was a significant price in the past. We had these two gaps right here. You know, you could see some support here, so that supports the 786 retracement. And one of our main extension levels, guys, the 1272. You know, I'm talking about this recently. It is no coincidence that we gapped up right above it, found support on it, instead of getting rejected, because this is an extension level to the upside. So this would typically act as a rejection, but obviously the market makers and the algos gapped it up, and now we're in the supply zone, guys. So, you know, the algos know the extension levels as well. So you could see one of my other favorite extension levels, the 1618. So I would say anywhere if we make it out of this supply zone between the 1618 and this future price target would be the future price goals for TSM, guys. And before I continue with the main setup to the downside, if you guys don't know my content or you like my content, check me out at patreon.com/GainsKeeper Trading. This is where my premium content is. Feel free to subscribe on YouTube if you like my content, guys. I'm here to provide for you. We have a premium vault of tutorials, trading systems. We do low to large cap breakout stocks and swing trades. And once a week, we go beyond the charts to focus on personal growth and awareness and apply it to the trading world, guys, because it goes hand in hand. So let's make our lives better and let's make the trading world better. All right, patreon.com/GainsKeeper Trading. All right, let's delete this Fibonacci retracement here. And we'll go to the first rebound zone here, guys. Okay, so say we don't make it out of this supply zone. You could see we're already testing it. I believe our first rebound zone for a swing trade to the downside. Remember, this is a short setup, guys, to the downside. So you'd be entering your position up here, not financial advice. And that zone is between 342.45 and 360.34, guys. We have this gap here. We have the EMA line sitting here. We have the Ichimoku cloud, daily Ichimoku cloud, right in this zone as well. And this trend line, I call it an EMA trend line, but guys, because if we go to the weekly chart, you could see it could be the EMA, it could be this trend line, or it could just be the EMA line supporting it. Regardless, we have these EMA lines which have been supporting. I'm going to get rid of the volume, guys. We don't need the volume for this video. The 14 and 20 day have been supporting the stock for a long time now. We haven't touched the 50 in the weekly chart in a long time. And so I think everything has, I wouldn't say the minimum dip here, but I think we're very likely to come down to this for a healthy correction or a rebound. And you see that would also keep a healthy chart structure, another higher low. If we manage to break this first rebound zone support, the second rebound zone I expect would be between 305 and $320, guys. We have another gap here. We have the daily 200 moving average approaching in this area as well, and we have a strong support at 320. You could see the touch points. We have support, but this zone is very critical for the second rebound zone. And that's basically it, guys. Very simple chart. Remember, this is a short play setup. And once we get here, you can also, I could also do an update, but you can also do your own due diligence on the chart, guys. This rebound zone is for a continuation of the upside and a trend continuation. So, but we are very overheated right now. Remember, let me go to the weekly chart, guys. This short setup would be invalid to me if we have any price sustained out of the supply zone and any RSI higher than this. That would break the bearish divergence. In the daily chart, that could happen, but the weekly chart has more significance on the stock, guys, so I'm more concerned with the weekly chart. So let me shut the EMA lines off. So just to recap, guys, let's check out some numbers here. If you entered here, just say you entered here. If you were really to play it safe, I would say, this gap, obviously 4%. I would say, let's see this line right here. Yeah. If I was playing it safe, let me drop the RSI down. If I was playing it safe, guys, not financial advice, you could cut out a safe 7 to 8% right here. You could see this is a high interest area, a couple gaps, couple support. So anything from 7, the middle of the zone would be 14. Say we touch this line, 15%. And best case scenario for this little swing trade to the downside, 22 to 24%, guys. And that is very possible. You could see last time we dropped 20%. This stock has the capability of doing that, even though it's a high market cap stock. The tech sector is running right now, guys. So keep an eye on these prices. Keep an eye on the supply zone and enjoy the rest of the weekend, guys. Have a good day, and I hope this content was helpful.